genetics. So we have a beautiful group from all over the world, and we're going to really embody this energy. Berlin, Austria, Australia, New York, beautiful all over you. Great. So we're going to, just checking I'm live, so excellent. We're going to work with genetics. So I want to explain, we're working this, I was teaching this in the workshop last night. So anyone who's been in the workshop, I invite you to go into your genetic place consciously before we start. Now, each one of us have a genetic place. The genetic place is where our soul incarnates into this life system. So we need to be in our own family system. Now, you may not know who your parents are. You don't have to know. Your genetics know. So it's an energetic field of information. It's a flow, it's a river, which is your DNA. So sometimes people believe they don't know who their parents are, and then they disconnect from the genetics, or maybe they take on another father who's not the father, or mother who's the mother, not the mother biologically, and then they believe that they're out of the genetic system. Actually, you're not. So, or maybe there's missing children who have not been recognized and honored in the system. So your blueprint knows your genetics. So that's the divine order. So everyone in your family who has not been honored in the past, mothers, fathers, children, unborn children from miscarriage, abortion, vanishing twins who died in the womb. I want to really honor all of these, all of them, that they're all in the genetic place, and simply putting the intention for the blueprint of your genetics to come in. This will bring everything in order. Your genetic place is a living field of vibration, coding. So your spirit incarnates, embodies into your vessel. When you're in your DNA and your physical vessel, this field opens up. So this is when you're in the love field, and the genetic place is in order. So everything runs and thrives and flows, and all the chakras work. Everything flows, turns, okay? Now, if you're at the genetic place, maybe there's a distortion in the system, or maybe your parents were in the wrong place, or they're not in the family, the parent place, and then there's this distortion. Now, when everything's in balance, you get this beautiful hum from the universe. You get this beautiful flow. Now, most of us are not really fully in our genetic place because of trauma from the ancestors, trauma that we've experienced, and this knocks us out of place. So in this webinar, I'd like to really bring everything back into order. Can you see a tiny picture? I'll just show that. I'm changing them very fast, sorry. So this is the fields, the Thor's field, and this is how I perceive the cells and the energy when spirit is in your in your cells, in your body, in your genetic place. This is your whole energetic body. Okay, so these fields run by themselves, so everything's in order. Now these fields go back also. The information, you are made up of information from your ancestors, and that information is in you. Also from your past lives, that information is in you, if it has not been resolved. So what's happening in the world around us at the moment is where there was splits in the system, where there was wounds in the system. And this is what we can resolve now. By working with the genetic place, we can resolve what splits are in our system. We are in a way connected to everybody. Everyone we connect with, if you have partners, friends, deep family members that you're in love, or friends who you're in love with, that you have this connection, you can enter their genetic system. All our ancestors have entered many genetic systems. Our ancestors also have got connections with people outside the marriage, outside the relationship, and then you're in other systems. So we're all interconnected in some way. And then those systems are interconnected with other systems. So by working with your system, you're working with millions of people at the one time, okay? So I'd like to honor all the systems you're interconnected with, all the genetic systems. So first, let's work with your own genetic place. I invite you to, maybe it's loads of questions, but this is really just a flow. I'm in this state, so I'm going to invite you to come into this state. It's going to happen. I invite you to breathe into your heart space. And set the intention that you come into your own genetic place. And maybe if you have a vanishing twin, you would have it too. But if that happens, just set the intention that the blueprint of your twin comes in, that you go into the right place. So simply allowing, set the intention that your spirit brings in the blueprint of you first, of your genetic place, the blueprint of your siblings, your children, your ancestors, parents and ancestors. Breathing into your heart space. And this day is very powerful for transforming old wounds, old systems. So just keep breathing into your heart. This is going to bring everything back in order. It's like the magnet. So it brings, they don't touch when they're in order. When there's a wound, there's no space. So we're going to bring this energetic field into the cells and into our genetic place. So it's through our whole spine. And then that runs through all systems that you're interconnected with in your genetics. So once again, taking a deep breath now into your cells. And we're calling in the blueprint of your cells, the blueprint of your organs, the blueprint of your genetics. Your whole family system, the blueprint of your entire family system. And what I love about the genetics, all topics resolve by themselves, because most of the topics in your system are coming from the ancestors. What's yours, we can handle. Also working on your own personal wounds, illusions, fears. I invite you to breathe into your heart space. So opening up the genetic field inside us, the blueprint of your own genetic field in the divine order. So I'd like to honor every single child who is not honored in the genetics. Every father as father, every mother as mother, biological. Every biological child in the system of all systems that you're interconnected with are honored. Every vanishing twin that's in your system, in your genetic system, honored, the blueprint. Breathing through your spine. Imagine the wind going gently through your spine. The blueprint of your spine is open. The blueprint of all your organs, the blueprint of your immune system, the blueprint of your brainstem. So if there's anything else that you like support with, health-wise, whatever it is, anything, I'm going to open up all the different techniques I've been working with over the years and just open up the system. So the system, the blueprint of all those different techniques for clearing trauma, for working with the cells, for working with the brain, for working with the eyes, they all work right now. Blueprint of them on a soul level. And the system's open. Simply just breathing into your cells. All the split minds. And the blueprint is open of the genetics now. All the ancestors and all the people are connected, all the genetics connections as well with the ancestors. Breathing into your body. Serving yourself as energy in flow. Breathing into your cells. So it's releasing all density that's in the system and bringing everything back into flow, creation, still, and it's making your system empty. That your whole spirit can come down. Creation can come down cellularly into your vessel. The illusions, the split minds, the grooming can be released from the ancestral line. So what this is doing when you work with the divine blueprint of the genetics, it finds where everything was out of order, where there was separation, lack of love, wounds where there was lack of love, and then it resolves everything back into creation, into love in your system and the whole genetic system. And as you resolve it, you also support the ancestors to resolve it, because their system information is in you. So go deeper. Breathing into your cells. So the blueprint of your cells is fully in. The blueprint of your genetics is in. The blueprint of your organs is in. Blueprint of your children, your ancestors, your siblings, and everybody they're connected to genetically is in. It's worth working very, very deep in the ancestral lines. And it's working because the systems are open. So the old history is open again. So this is great. We can transform it. Through the genetics. So anything that's triggering you in the world at the moment, set the intention that you resolve it at the origin. That will clear it through the genetic system immediately. So whatever is triggering you at the moment, it means that's in you. So now you can resolve it by setting the intention that it goes back into the divine order. And love. And what's so beautiful about the genetic system is you don't need to know the details, because how could you know the details back in the ancestral line so deep, so far back? Some of us do, but a lot of time we don't. We don't know their secrets. We don't know their wounds. So they're being resolved right now because we have them in us. So then set the intention that goes back to the origin and heals through the blueprint of the genetics. Everything goes back to wholeness. One. Breathing into your new cells as they flow. Breathing into your bone marrow. Breathing into your heart space. As the energy is flowing, flowing, flowing. And the reptilian brain, you can set the intention that the reptilian brain closes and we can go into another state again. How are you feeling now? The shift, what's the shift feel like? Calm, beautiful. Light, calm, serene, relaxed. Okay, and the body's just releasing. If you're dropping into your body, going deeper. Beautiful. And let's drop deeper into ourselves with intention and drop into really the blueprint cellularly on a much deeper level and in our nervous system, the blueprint of our nervous system. So your system is flowing naturally by itself. There's nothing to do, it's flowing by itself. Take some space. And everyone you're interconnected with is in their genetic place now. and you're in your genetic place. So everything's in the divine order in this life system and through our genetic lines. So now the creator part of all your ancestors is in. And all their wisdom has been shared with you now. And you're sharing your wisdom with them, to your children, future children on back. The genetics flows all the time. Once you're in your genetic place, it flows all the time. You're an individual in flow through your genetics. As there's more space in you, more of your soul can come in. And your inner knowing, your wisdom, as that wisdom comes in, it flows through the genetics too. Breathing into your new cells as the flow. So with the blueprint open, this is running all the time while you're in this life system, because that is your genetics, the blueprint. So everything's in order in this life system. How do you feel with the genetics in this life system? Very empowering. Fantastic. Completed. Connected, more present. Soul, my soul is smiling. Beautiful, clear. Grounded. Beautiful. So, do you want to go to, do you want to work deeper? Okay, so do you want to work with past lives? And clear past lives, okay? So, it's simple. In the next life, in your past lives, in every life, you have the same field. Okay, so now you've experienced in this life system. So you have this system in every single life system. The life systems are like floors in, I would describe it like the Empire State Building. Every floor has a genetic place, okay? So set the intention that in every lifetime, in your channel, different systems above you, below you, all systems you've ever been in, the genetic place blueprint, genetic blueprint opens, and the blueprint of the ancestors in every system. And every child that you've had, every child, every sibling, vanishing twin, in every genetic system, every child of the ancestors, every parent of the ancestors is honored in every single life system you've ever been in. And some of us have been in thousands of lives. So all systems calling in the blueprint. This day we can do this because it's such a powerful day. So all blueprints of every genetic blueprint of every single system, our spirit is, our soul has ever been incarnated in, can open now. And everyone is honored in their genetic place, in our family system, in every life system, and everyone that they are connected to the blueprint of all systems. And nothing to do. It's all working. It's all the blueprint. The divine blueprint is working right now. And just let it work. It's working by itself. Allow the density, allow your body to feel whatever it needs to feel as the body releases and flows. Systems are dissolving, heaviness and density is resolving, all areas where there was separation, lack of love, disconnection is going back into coherence again, and the blueprint is working in all systems now. And as the blueprint is balanced in every system, then those systems are complete and you can embody. So as systems are complete, they implode and those are your qualities come in, your wisdom comes in. And the same thing happens for the ancestors. Breathing into your heart space. And this field is open in every system, in your cells, in every system you're connected to, in every lifetime. And there's a point where this just implodes, disappears. When it's complete, it disappears. That life is complete. And as the ancestors complete it, their system also implodes and goes to the next system, implodes, goes into the next system, implodes, goes back into the next system, implodes, and recreates themselves. That is spirit. So let's set the intention that the blueprint of every system we're still in completes and implodes, and your spirit comes in with all more knowledge, more wisdom, more wholeness, more love, more connection, more wholeness. This is changing timelines. Breathing into the center of your heart. And these spirals are transforming and working through the genetics of every single lifetime you've ever been in. In spirals. breathing into your body, your cells as the spirals flow. Imagine your heart space. This is your soul, your essence, and that spark of spirit in you. And imagine you're increasing that spark, that spark, that light inside you gets stronger and stronger because all your lives now are complete. And that spark is coming in stronger and stronger and stronger and stronger and stronger. And that's in every single cell in your body, that you're becoming pure light. And I accept all my light, all my essence, all my shadow, all my polarities, my gold, my brilliance. Breathing into all your cells. And all the wisdom of community is in you already from your ancestors and from all lifetimes of self-sustainability. It's in you from your ancestors. It's in you from lifetimes of self-healing. It's in you of healing with plant medicine, with nature, the forest, with the elements inside you. All your soul wisdom is inside you. Community is inside you. Sharing, generosity is inside you. All this community is inside you. Sovereignty of community. Generosity is inside you. Freedom, sovereignty is inside you. Miracles is inside you, around you. Soul wisdom is inside you. Inner knowing is inside you. Your inner compass is inside you. Your inner guidance system, your inner curiosity, courage, vulnerability, compassion, love, integrity, honor, sovereignty, your free will. It's all inside you. Your power is inside you, inside your heart. Power of love is inside you. The power of community is inside you. Freedom is inside you. Gratitude is inside you. Simplicity is inside you. Nourishment is inside you. Connections is inside you. Trust is inside you. Serenity is inside you. Self-love is inside you. Playfulness, curiosity, generosity, ease. Ease is inside you. Limitlessness is inside you. Free will is inside you. Self-healing is inside you. Wisdom is inside you. Joy is inside you. Laughter is inside you. Passion is inside you. Beauty is inside you. Focus is inside you. Commitment is inside you. Depth is inside you. Stillness. Divine order is in you. Divine order is around you. Flow. Creative flow. Creation is inside you. The divine is inside you. Source, creator is in you. Universe is in you. Spirit, water is in you. Earth, fire, water, air, sun, stars, the universe, forest, the ocean. Breathe into your heart space. The divine is in you. You're in your own channel. You're in your own blueprint of your own genetic system. In your own system, and everybody else is in their own blueprint of their own genetic system. If they choose, all around you. In flow, resonance, creation, community. Freedom. And as inviting your whole essence even further into your body, and in connection with Mother Earth, into your cells. Creation is in me. The divine is in me. As a creator, I'm in my spine in a new way. As a creator, I'm in my left and right side, front, back, roots, channel. I'm in my life in a new way. Reborn. My whole new left side supports my whole new right side. Flow, ease, serenity, joyful flow. My front supports my back. My ancestors support my back as they're all in their flow as a creator. They're in the blueprint. They support me and my children, future children. Future children support me and my ancestors. We're all in flow of creation as creators here on earth. Above supports below. Below supports above. Front supports the back. Back supports the front. Creation is in me, in the divine order, flowing to me in the divine order. Embodiment as a full whole creator in my whole responsibility of my whole creation field, full sovereignty of all I create inside and outside with love and gratitude. And sharing this gratitude with all, because we all did this together. All our genetics, all our ancestors, and every life system. Reborn. First day in our lives, in this life system, whole. And reawakened. Beautiful. Thank you, everyone. And yeah, thank you, everyone, as well, who was in the workshop yesterday, because I knew I could feel he's holding this blueprint very strong. So well done. And thank you, everyone, for jumping in. And yeah, I'll see you later in 2 hours at the workshop. Everyone's in the workshop. Thank you, everyone, for being part of this meditation. And yeah, I invite you to share it. You felt the results. So let's be generous and share it with more and get it out to as many as possible so we can share it and all make the shift together as a community. Beautiful. Thank you all. And yeah, have a beautiful, beautiful day. Thank you. And I'll see you at the workshop later, anyone who's there. Thank you.